Welcome to my channel. As one year ends and a new one begins, it's a good time to reflect and to perhaps set an intention. So the intention that I'm setting for myself is whatever else happens in my life, to remember to keep coming back to the mat, to connect with the body and the breath. If you have any intentions, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. So let's begin this class by finding a comfortable seated position. Sitting up with a long spine, taking a deep breath in through the nose and slowly exhaling all the old air out. Going to start to invite some gentle movement into the spine, a little rippling movement. Inhaling, coming forwards, exhaling, rounding the back. And you can gradually increase this movement forwards and backwards as you inhale, really open the chest. As you exhale, draw the navel back, round the spine. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. Let's take this into some circular motion. Just exploring how your body feels right now. And you might want to make the circles bigger, you might want to make them smaller. Seeing how much we can enjoy this gentle movement to start warming up. So we've reversed the direction of the circles. Connecting to the breath and the movement and the sense of enjoyment in these gentle movements. Let's walk the hands forwards, relax the top of the head over. For some of us this might feel like a deep stretch, for others it might not feel like much of a stretch at all. So wherever you are, we're just going to be there. Relax the top of the head over, relax the muscles of the face and the shoulders, and bring the awareness to the pelvic floor and the stomach. Each time we exhale, we're going to draw the stomach in and relax the head even more, softening more and more into this position. Rolling up one vertebra after another. If you're sitting in a cross-legged position, you might want to change the cross of your legs. Bring your chin to the chest, and we're just going to roll the head over to one side, and then bring it back, center, and roll over to the other side. Gentle half circles of the neck and the head. One side, through the center, over to the other side. Bring the chin to the chest, round the back a little bit more, and as you inhale, lengthen the spine, gazing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding, bringing the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gazing up. Let's take some full circles of the head, going back as far as feels good for your neck. And you might want to allow the spine to become involved, arching as your head goes back and rounding over as your head comes forwards. Or you might just want to keep it simple and keep the movement only in the neck and the head. Let's go over to the other side, making it your own and creating a circular movement that feels right for your neck. So see how much you want to involve the rest of the body, or perhaps you just might want to isolate the movement of the head. And again, walking forwards, relaxing the head over, relaxing the muscles of the face, And each time we exhale, drawing the navel in, dropping the head closer and closer towards the floor. Rolling up vertebra by vertebra, connect the sits bones down to the floor, lengthen the spine. Let's come to sitting at the front of the mat with bent knees, holding on to your knees, open the chest, gaze up, and then rounding the back, drawing the navel in, long arms. Bend the elbows to come up, lengthen, open the chest, gaze up, rounding the back, drawing the stomach in, maybe feeling a stretch in between your shoulder blades. Again, lengthen up, gazing up, rounding back, putting the stomach in, then keep rounding all the way till we come to the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Let's take some circles with both knees, massaging the lower back and back of the pelvis into the floor, and reversing the direction of the circles, really softening the back. Placing the feet on the floor, arms by the sides of the body. We're going to take a little rocking motion with the pelvis, lifting the tailbone up and down, lifting up, and as you bring the tailbone down, just gently arch your back off the mat. So noticing how the movement of the pelvis affects the spine, arching and curving. Nice gentle rocking motion. And then coming to neutral, place a hand on the front of the thigh. We're going to press the right hand into the thigh so the knee goes forward, and then the left one. So it's if you're lengthening the thigh bone away from the hip to the right and to the left, noticing how that affects the movement of the hips. Putting all those movements together to create a circular motion of the pelvis. Again, thinking of massaging the back of the pelvis into the floor, and change the direction of the circles, making them as big or as small as feels good for your body today. Bring your pelvis back to neutral. Clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen the neck. As you exhale, lift the head and shoulders up and curl your tailbone just a little bit off the mat. Bring the head down, press the arms into the mat and gently arch the spine. Again, stomach in, lift the head and shoulders, tilt the tailbone up. Head down, press the arms into the mat and arch the back. Again, curling up, putting the stomach in, down, pressing the arms down to arch the back. Lift the head up, and we're going to stay there and draw the stomach in and in even more. Head and shoulders down. Keep the elbows open. Bring both knees over to the right. And as you exhale, draw the stomach in, lift the head and shoulders up. Take the knees to the left, open the chest, open the elbows. Exhale, draw the stomach in, bring everything into center. Inhale, knees to the right, chest opens. Exhale, stomach in, lift the head up, draw the stomach in. To the left, open, inhale, exhale, stomach in, long spine. To the right, just stay there for a moment, coming back to center, and to the left, staying to open just a little bit more, and coming back to center. Going to keep the right hand behind the head. Relax the left arm down to the floor. Inhale. On an exhale, bring the right elbow towards the left knee. Bring the left knee towards the right elbow. Pull the stomach in. Bring the head down and turn your gaze so you're looking in the direction of your right elbow. And again, lifting up, pulling the stomach in. Calming down, gently press that arm into the mat as you look back. Again, bring the elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Down, looking towards the elbow. Coming up, hold on to that knee, and we're going to take little pulses, putting the stomach in and in, really deepening the work of the stomach. Stay there for a moment, pull the stomach in even more, and let's change sides. Left hand supports the head, and then bring the elbow towards the knee, knee towards the elbow, drawing the stomach in, coming down, gazing up towards that top elbow. Lifting up, taking it across the body, taking it down, gently press that arm into the mat as you gaze up towards the elbow. Coming towards the knee, and then stretching away, looking up, coming up, hold on to the knee and take little pulses, pulling the stomach in and in and in. Relax the head down, hold on to both knees. Now we're going to take circles, bringing the knees in towards your chest, opening them to the sides, taking them away. So making the biggest circles that feel right for you. And then change the direction of the circles, taking the legs away, opening them wide, bringing them together. Use hands to guide the knees. Clasp the hands behind the head, lengthen the neck, inhale. On the exhale, bring the knees towards the forehead, forehead towards the knees, pulling the stomach in. Inhale, relax. Exhale, draw the stomach in, really lengthening the back body as you draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale, come down. Exhale, coming up, pull the stomach in, and from here we'll go for a toe touch. So each exhalation, draw the stomach in as you touch the toes down towards the floor. Keep lengthening the spine. Let's add the twist, bringing the opposite shoulder towards the knee that's coming in. Really working the deep abdominal muscles and the oblique muscles. And relax. Arms by your sides. Press the feet into the floor. Curl the tailbone up. Reach the arms up and back towards the floor. Rolling down one vertebra after another. And opening the arms like big angel wings until they're back to the sides of the body. Press the feet into the floor to lift the hips. Float the arms up and back. Lengthen the front part of the body. Rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Softening the hips down. Softening the shoulders as you bring the arms back. Lift up. Reach the arms, and just the right side of the hip will come down and up, and then the left side and up. So a nice rotation in the hips. You can make this as big or as small as feels good. Coming up to center, push even more, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, hugging the knees in. Lift the head, and we're going to rock up and down, massaging through the spine. Stretch the legs out, and we're going to reach over towards the toes. You might even be able to touch your toes and stretch your feet. Take little pulses, lengthening the back body, coming up and rolling halfway back, pulling the stomach in. Pulses here. Little pulses, drawing the navel in and then coming forward, stretching towards your feet, softening the top of the head towards the floor, and then rolling back, pulling the stomach in and taking little pulses back. You can keep your hands on your thighs. This time as you reach forwards, reach your fingertips forwards, have your arms parallel to your legs, and reach back, rounding back, little pulses, drawing the stomach in and in. Keep reaching the fingertips forwards and then reach right over. Take the top of the head over, stretching, rolling back, putting the stomach in, little pulses down, putting the stomach in and rolling all the way down. Place the right foot on the floor, cross the left knee over the right one. Have the right arm slightly bent. We're going to take both legs over to the left and then stretch the right arm up on a long diagonal. Bend it back and bring the legs back. The legs go to the left. The arm reaches up on a long diagonal, really stretching out long. Bend the elbow. Bring the legs back. Legs to the left. Stretch the right arm on that diagonal. Just stay there, feeling that length on the right side of the body. You're allowing the body to soften deeper and deeper into the stretch. Coming back, and let's switch sides. Cross the right knee over the left. Have the left arm slightly bent. Take the knees to the right and then stretch the left arm up on a long diagonal. Bringing the legs back, bending the arm. Legs to the right, stretch the left arm up on a long diagonal, opening the left side of the body. Bending the elbow, bringing the knees back. Again, taking it over, stretching the left arm, creating a long line between the fingers of the left hand and the knees, softening into that position and coming back. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Take the knees to the right and on an upwards diagonal towards the right elbow, using the center to come back. To the left on an upward diagonal towards your left elbow. Center brings it back. So side to side, but keeping the knees close to your body. Center to the other side. Try and keep your chest wide, your arms open. Do the same thing, but with the legs further away from the body. So taking them as close as you can towards the floor, using the stomach to bring it back. And over to the other side. And back to the first side and back over to the other side and back. This time take your legs all the way to the floor, stretch out your top leg. If you can, hold on to it with your hand. Really lengthen that leg as you soften the body into the floor. Over to the other side. Take your legs all the way over. Top leg straightens in the direction of the hand, holding on if you can with the hand. And breathing, softening, relaxing your body down into the floor. And let's come to lying on our side. Knees are bent. We're going to take the top ankle with a hand and stretch it back to get a sense of length in the front of the thigh and release. Taking it back as you do so, engage your pelvic floor and your stomach muscles and release. Again, stretch it back, lengthening through the spine, opening the chest and the shoulders. Place the knee back down, and then we're going to open up that top knee and bring it back down. Open to an external rotation and down, and you can use the hand on the hip to create length through the waist. Open the knee, keep the feet together, bring it back. open, squeeze it open, bring it back, open. We're going to stay there, taking little pulses to open it a little bit more. Bring the knee down, knees together, lift the top foot up and down. So now we're in internal rotation, and down, foot up towards the ceiling and down, rotate inwards and down, lifting up. One more, deepen the internal rotation, relax. And we're going to take a figure of 8. Bring the knee forwards, up, back and up. So you're rotating the leg in the hip socket. Knee comes towards the floor, lift up, toes reach towards the floor and down. As much motion as possible of the leg in the hip socket, turning in, turning out. Squeeze it in, open it out. Forwards, back, relax. Top hand goes over the head, so you hold on to the bottom ear, and you're going to lift the head up and reach it down. Lift it up, side bending, feeling the muscles of the side of your body engaging. Relax it down. As you lift the head, internally rotate the leg in the hip socket, bring it all down. Head goes up, knees stay together, lift the toes up towards the ceiling and relax it down. Lift it up, squeeze the muscles of the side body, relax it down and up and down. One more. Then we're going to take the back of the hand and place it behind the back. Roll the head, open the chest, take the shoulder down towards the floor and bring it back. Bring the shoulder forwards. Opening the shoulder, looking over to the one side and rolling back. Again, open the shoulder, bring the top leg in front of the bottom one. Really relax into that shoulder opening, softening the body down. Then bring that top arm forward, and we're going to start circling the arm around, trying to keep contact with the hand and the floor as much as possible. Circling the arm forwards, up overhead, behind, and then bring it over the legs. One more circle in this direction. We're going in a clockwise direction and taking it into an anti-clockwise direction, allowing the head to roll from side to side, making those circles as big as feels good for your body right now. Really relaxing and softening the body. Slowly coming up, and we're going to do that sequence to the other side. So come to lying down with your knees bent. Take the top ankle with your top hand. Stretch the foot back until you feel a good stretch on the front of the thigh and release. Take it back as you do so. Engage your pelvic floor and your stomach muscles. Release. Take it back, creating length through the spine, through the neck, all the way to the top of the head, opening the shoulders. Bring it down, and we're going to take that external rotation and in, opening the knee towards the ceiling, feet together. You can use your hand on your hip to create that sense of length through the waist. Opening the knee and bringing it back. Open in little pulses. Open, open, open. It's just a very small movement to open and relax. Internal rotation. Lift the foot up, keep the knees together and place the foot back down. Rotate in, release down. You squeezing the rotation a little bit more each time, creating movement of the leg in the hip socket. Foot up and down, up, and little pulses, very tiny movements, just gradually increasing the range of movement, and down, and we'll take the figure of 8, and the knee goes down and up, the foot touches the floor behind and up, creating as much movement as possible of the leg in the hip socket. Forwards, up, down, up, forwards and back, circling it forward, reaching back. Place the top hand over the head, hold onto the bottom ear, and use the hand to lift the head up. Relax it down. Lifting up into a side bend, engaging the muscles of the side of the body. Relax it down. Adding on that internal rotation, everything down. Engaging the muscles of the side of the body, lift up, relax down. Up and down. Up, squeeze it, and down. Last one, up, squeeze, and down. Placing the back of the hand behind the back, opening the shoulder, letting it drop towards the floor, coming back, bringing the shoulder forward. Again, opening the shoulder, roll the head, coming back, bringing the shoulder forward. Again, open, going to stay there, cross the top leg over the bottom one, opening the front of the shoulder, releasing and relaxing more and more into the stretch. Bring the top arm forward, and we're going to circle that arm around, trying to keep as much connection with the hand and the floor as possible, making the circle as big as feels good for your shoulders. One more circle in this direction, and reversing the direction of the circle, feeling the weight of the head as it rolls. One more nice big circle. And from here we're going to come to sitting in a mermaid position. Hand on the hip, rotating the hip forwards and backwards, and allowing the spine to react, just playing with that movement. Let's place both hands on the mat, open the chest, gaze forward, ripple forwards, rounding back. Open the chest, bend the elbows to come forwards, rounding back. It's like a sort of a cat-cow in this position. Bending the elbows, pushing the floor. Walk both hands forwards, relax the head over. You might want to stay there, or for a bit of an extra stretch, walk your hands over to the side. So you're really creating a sense of openness on the side of the body. Relaxing the head down towards the mat. Coming up, take the back leg around, place a foot on the floor, lengthen up, and we'll take a twist. So use your arms to help you lengthen as you rotate. Turn the head over the shoulder. Keep the legs where they are, place the hands back on the floor, and we're going to do that rippling motion again. Inhale, come forwards, exhale, round the back, push the hands into the floor. Rippling forwards and back, forwards, push back, press the hands into the floor as you press the hips back, pull the stomach in, Coming back up, and we're going to go back into the twist. So use your arms any way that helps you get a really good twist. Look over your back shoulder, then turn your gaze, look over the front shoulder. Turn the head over the back shoulder, lengthen up even more, and rotate your head, looking over the front shoulder. Maybe you can twist the head a little bit more this time. One more time over the back shoulders. Really lengthen as you rotate. We're going to come into a hip opener. So the front knee is bent. Stretch the back leg. Press the hands into the floor. Open the chest. Walking over. Really relax the top of the head over. And again, seeing how much we can allow ourselves to soften and to relax into that deep stretch. Coming up, let's come to Mermaid on the other side. Hand on the hip, rotating the hip and allowing the movement of the hip to influence the spine and the movement of the head. Just really playing with it, making it your own. Both hands on the floor. Going to go through that rippling motion, coming forwards and back, arching the upper back as you come forwards, rounding the back as you come back. So really push the hands into the floor, and then walking the hands forwards, relax the head into the mat. Maybe walk over a little bit more to the side to really open up that side of the body. Relax the top of the head into the mat. Coming up, let's bring that leg around, place a foot on the floor, lengthening up to take a twist. Use arms to help you lengthen and to help you rotate just a little bit more. Place both hands back on the floor, and again that rippling motion forwards and back, lengthening through the spine, rounding, pulling the stomach in, forwards and back. Walk the hands forwards, push them into the floor, pull the stomach in as you drop the head down, and breathe. Coming up, back into the twist, using the arms any way that gives you the best rotation. Looking over your back shoulder, and just rotate your head, gaze over your front shoulder. Lengthen and rotate back, gazing over your back shoulder, over the front shoulder. Really lengthen the spine up. Again, rotating back, really lengthen, opening through the shoulders. Let's come to an all fours position. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, arching, open the chest, slightly bending the elbows. As you exhale, push your hands into the floor, lift the stomach up. As you inhale, open the chest, bend the elbows. Re-articulating through the spine, creating lots of movement in between the vertebrae. Let's walk the hands forwards to a puppy pose, soften the chest, bend the elbows, bring the palms of the hand to touch, take the hands towards your shoulders, lengthening both sides of the body. Coming up, walk the hands forwards, keeping the spine long. We're going to transfer the weight forwards and back. Come forwards, bend the elbows back towards the ribs, push the hands into the floor, reach the hips back. So play with transferring the weight forwards and backwards. You might want to make it slightly bigger and take the hands further forwards. Again, making it your own. Coming forwards, stretching back, forwards and coming all the way to lying on the floor. Hands underneath the forehead, relax the shoulders. Press the hands down, lift the head off the hands, lengthen the spine, and bring the head back down. Lengthen through the spine. The head comes up just a little bit. We're aiming for lots of length. And relax it down. Lift the head, lengthen the spine. Coming back down. This time the head stays down. We're going to flex one foot, tuck the toes, reach the heel away as long as possible, and then point the toes, lift the leg up, bring it down. Same leg, flex, tuck your toes, reach the heel so the leg straightens, and then point the toes, lift the whole leg off, place it back down. Flex, reach the heel away, straighten the leg, point the toes, lift the leg up, bring it down. Other leg, tuck the toes, reach the heel away until you feel the leg straighten, then point the toes, lift the leg up and down. Tuck the toes, stretch the heel away until the knee straightens, point the toes, lift the leg, bring it down. One more time, tuck the toes, reach the heel long, lift the leg as long as possible and bring it down. Turn your head so you're looking towards me. So for me, I have my right cheek on the mat, arms by the sides. And I'm going to lift the right leg up and down. So I'm lifting the opposite leg to the direction in which I'm looking. Reach, lift the leg up and down. Keep going with the leg. You might feel a stretch in the neck. You might feel a sense of opening in the shoulders. One more time on this side. Lift it up, lengthen. Bring it down and then turn the head to look the other side. Now I've got my left cheek on the mat and I'm lifting my left leg up, looking towards the right. And it might feel a bit different on this side. You might feel more or less of a stretch. Reach the leg as you lift it and bring it down. Try and keep your shoulders and your neck as relaxed as possible as you lift the leg up and down. Turn your head over to the first side. For me it's the left, so I have my left hand underneath my forehead. Lift up and down. So lift up the head, the elbow and the opposite leg and down. As you lift up, try and open the elbow up towards the ceiling and bring it down. Lift up, slightly rotate and lift the elbow up to the ceiling and down. Switch sides. Rest your hand on your head and then lift your head and lift the leg, bring it down. As you lift the head, try and lift the right elbow and down. Lift it up, lengthen and down. One more time with this head rotation and down. Bring both hands under your shoulders, point your elbows back, press the hands into the floor, push away until you really extend the spine and bring it back. Again, press down, lengthen the spine, keep pressing your hands into the floor, keep lengthening the spine and bending the elbows to come back down. Take the right hand slightly further forwards, left hand slightly back. As we push down, we're going to rotate looking over the left shoulder. Bring the head back down. Again, press the hands down, lengthen the spine, rotate looking over the shoulder. And coming back down, switch hands. So push, this time we're looking over the right shoulder, press the left hand into the mat and down. Again, push down to lift up, rotate, looking over the shoulder, coming back down. Open the arms to the side, turn the head towards the left, lift the left leg and take it over to the right on a long diagonal. Bring the leg back, lift up the head, turn to look over towards the right, and then the right leg comes back on a long diagonal. Bring the leg back, lift the head up, turn it over to the first side. Again, lift the leg up, stretch it over. You're trying to create a long diagonal between your fingers and your toes. Really stretch it out. Coming back, place the leg back, lift the head, turn it to the other side. And with the other leg, stretching it out, reaching on a long diagonal between the toes and the fingers. Coming back. Let's push ourselves back into a rest position. Relax the forehead into the floor. Take the arms back and a little gentle rocking motion of the head to the right and the left as if you're massaging your forehead into the mat. Bring your hands to the floor, top of the head in between your hands, and rock gently forwards and backwards. And just play with that, again, massaging your head, finding whatever movement feels good for you. Coming to a rest position. And we're going to slowly transition to lying on our backs. Find a comfortable position for your arms and for your legs. Feel how the floor supports the weight of the body, so you can really let go of any tension. And notice how your body feels now. Bring your awareness to your breath and imagine that with each inhalation, you're inviting new energy into your body. With each exhalation, you're letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. With each inhalation, there's a chance for a new beginning. With each exhalation, there's a chance to let go of whatever hasn't served you in the past. I hope you've enjoyed doing this class, and if you have any resolutions or intentions, I would love to hear about them. Happy New Year!